Detailed report. President Ibrahim Traore's strategic visit to Kedougou military base. May 16, 2025. On May 16, 2025, at 1400 hours Greenwich Mean Time, Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, arrived at the Kedougou military base, roughly 100 kilometers west of the capital, Ouagadougou. His convoy rolled in under tight security. Stepping onto the dusty grounds, Traore, dressed in a camouflage uniform with tiger-striped sleeves and his signature red beret, was greeted by 150 soldiers standing in perfect formation. He raised his hand in a sharp military salute, a gesture echoed instantly by the troops, their tactical vests and assault rifles gleaming in the harsh sunlight. In the background, the national flag fluttered, framed by a building marked Regional Military Command. This visit wasn't routine. Burkina Faso has been gripped by a worsening security crisis in 2025. Jihadist attacks have surged in the Sahel, East and North regions, targeting military outposts and remote villages. A chilling report from the Ministry of Defense, released on May 10, revealed that over 450 civilians have been killed since January, with violence linked to groups tied to the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda. At the same time, whispers of internal dissent within the Burkinabe armed forces have raised alarms. Some factions are suspected of colluding with cross-border criminal networks. Traore's presence in Kedougou came on the heels of a major military operation. Just 2 nights earlier, between May 14th and 15th, Operation Eastern Shield unfolded in Kolpologo province, 200 kilometers southeast of Ouagadougou. It involved 350 soldiers, 3 Mi-17 combat helicopters, and drones supplied by an international partner. Their mission: dismantle an insurgent training camp used as a logistical hub for attacks on military convoys. After 14 grueling hours of fighting, the Burkinabe forces neutralized 28 enemy fighters and seized a stockpile of rocket launchers, homemade explosives, and ammunition. But the victory came at a cost. 4 soldiers lost their lives and 15 were injured, 3 critically, requiring urgent medical evacuation to the capital. For over 2 hours, Traore inspected the base's facilities with meticulous focus. He checked ammunition stockpiles, armored vehicles, and communication systems, ensuring resources were adequate to counter the growing threats. Accompanied by Brigadier General Issa Compere, the Central West Military Region commander, he held intense discussions with field officers to assess the operational situation. An anonymous officer revealed that Traore ordered an immediate increase in patrols along roads leading to the Malian and Nigerian borders, where suspicious movements had been detected. He also demanded a review of security protocols for forward bases, emphasizing the need to shield soldiers from ambushes. At 1600 hours Greenwich Mean Time, Traore gathered the troops for a 10-minute speech, broadcast live on RTB, the national television channel. Standing tall before his soldiers, he spoke with unwavering resolve. "We are at war with an invisible enemy, but our determination is our greatest weapon. Every sacrifice you make protects our nation. Stay vigilant, stay united." He paid tribute to the soldiers who fell during Operation Eastern Shield, pledging increased support for their families through pensions and educational aid for their children. The words carried weight, a reminder of the stakes in this relentless conflict. Images of Traore saluting his troops spread rapidly across social media, capturing the attention of the nation. Many citizens praised his hands-on leadership, seeing it as a sign of commitment in a time of crisis. But not everyone was convinced. On platforms like X, critics pointed to his authoritarian style and the government's repeated failures to restore stability. By evening, a hashtag Traore Do More, gained traction, with users demanding deeper reforms to tackle corruption and strengthen regional cooperation. Behind the scenes, darker concerns loomed. Sources close to the Ministry of Defense disclosed that an internal investigation had been launched following suspicions of a leak that nearly derailed the Kolpologo operation. A senior officer, whose identity remains undisclosed, is allegedly suspected of passing troop movement details to intermediaries linked to the insurgents. Known for his no-nonsense approach, Traore reportedly ordered a thorough probe, vowing severe consequences for those found guilty of betrayal. Traore left the Keduga base at 18:30 Greenwich Mean Time, escorted by a reinforced convoy of 20 armored vehicles and a surveillance helicopter. As night fell, at 23:50 Greenwich Mean Time, unconfirmed reports emerged of fresh clashes near the town of Jibbo, hinting that the fight against armed groups is far from over. Meanwhile, back in Ouagadougou, Traore held a late-night video conference with international partners, discussing potential boosts in military aid, specifically more drones and training for elite units. As the clock struck midnight on May 17, 2025, the president remained on high alert, knowing the road ahead would be anything but easy. Realistic account. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments.